Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Science for Everyone. Today I will discuss a very important topic with you people, and the name of the topic is the biosynthesis of amino acids. We all know that what really amino acids are, but many people are confused that how these amino acids are produced inside the body. We know that in the human beings, amino acids are divided into two parts: essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. So the essential amino acids are those amino acids that cannot be synthesized inside the human body, and the non-essential amino acids are those amino acids that can be synthesized inside the human body. So I will discuss that how really these amino acids are synthesized inside the body, the very basic mechanism that how these amino acids are synthesized. And I want to tell you guys that I will keep a bacteria as a model organism for this video lecture, because bacteria can produce all amino acids. There is no concept of essential and non-essential amino acids for microorganism, for bacteria, because bacteria can produce essential amino acids and also can produce non-essential amino acids. This case is just with the human beings, because there are certain enzymes that are not produced inside the human being. So because of that lack of that enzymes, these certain amino acids cannot be produced inside the human body. But in case of bacteria, all amino acids can be synthesized inside the body. And as you know that there are 20 standard amino acids, so all the 20 standard amino acids can be produced inside the bacteria. So I will take bacteria as a model organism, and I will discuss each and every step that how amino acid is synthesized inside a bacteria. Okay, so first of all, in this tutorial video series, in this section of this series, I will just give a brief introduction about the structure of amino acid, that what is the structure of amino acid and what are the different components of a simple amino acid. Then I will show you the different structure of the 20 amino acids, and at the last I will give you a background. I will show you a diagram in which I will show you an overview that how these 20 amino acids are synthesized inside the bacteria. Okay, I will just give you an overview, and in the later videos I will discuss the each and every part of that diagram. So this is a simple introduction. By watching this introduction, your mind, I will make your mind that about the biosynthesis of amino acid. So by watching the next videos, then you will be connected to it. So I'm advising you that watch these parts in a row. I will upload these parts in a row, so then you can easily watch it. So this is an introduction, and at the last I guarantee that you will get all your answers to your question. So stay tuned and watch all the parts. Okay, first of all, as I told you that I will discuss the structure of amino acid, and this is a very basic structure of amino acid. An amino acid, a typical amino acid, have a central carbon. It is also known as alpha carbon, and we all know that a carbon can form 4 bonds. So the first bond, the first group that is linked with the carbon is the amino group. Okay, and the second is the hydrogen, and the third one is the carboxyl, and the fourth one is the alkyl group. And keep this thing in mind, this alkyl group varies between the 20 amino acid. Each and every amino acid have different alkyl group. So these 3 groups in every amino acid are the same, just this alkyl group is changed. So because of this R group, these amino acids are divided into 20 parts. Okay, 20 amino acids classified into 20 amino acids. So as I told you that I will in the later videos I will show you that where does this amino group come from, where does this carboxyl group come from, where does this hydrogen group come from, how does this backbone form, and where does this R group come from. So I will discuss it from 0 to or simple from A to Z. Okay, there this is an introduction, but in the later videos I will discuss that how, where does this amino group and this other group come from, and amino acid is formed. But this is now in simple and introduction. So this is a typical structure of an amino acid. So just keep this structure in mind, because in the later videos I will use it in my lectures. Okay, these are the 20 amino acid, and as I have told you that each and every have different R group. Just look here, if here is a glycine, so this NH3 amino group, carboxyl group, and hydrogen group is the same as the other amino acid. Just look here, if I take aspartate, so here is also the amino group, the carboxyl group, and the hydrogen group. But where is the difference? Difference lies in the R group. Okay, if here is hydrogen, so here is a different chain. Just look here, if here is an arginine, so here is a different chain, rather the other three groups are the same. If we look to the serine, so here these three groups are the same, but the difference lies in the R group. So and these amino acids, for information, these are divided into 5 categories, just to make it simple and to make it understandable. So these are divided into 5 groups. I'm not going to the detail of that 5 groups, but I will show you in the later videos that again I'm repeating that where does this R group come from, where does this NH3 amino group come from, where does this carboxyl group come from. So this is our main concern. Okay, so this is basically the biosynthesis of amino acid. If I want to show you the importance of amino acid, that if this is it is a rule that if you study something, so you must know that why I'm studying this, and what is basically the importance of this these structure that I'm studying. So there is a I will in this slide I will show you the importance of amino acid, that why are amino acid very much important for us, and why is the biosynthesis of amino acid very much essential for the human body as well as the bacterial cell. Okay, so as you know that it is a very familiar diagram of translation. Okay, and what really this translation is, the messenger RNA that is produced from our DNA, it is read by the ribosome, and after that different amino acids come here come and join with each other to by specific proportion. This is the translation process. But just look here, this is the circle one is the amino acid as it is indicated, and it is binded with the transfer RNA. So if here is a specific reading, so this transfer RNA come and bind with it, and this amino acid is binded with the remaining chain of the amino acid. Okay, so if there are no amino acid, for example, if this tRNA have no amino acid, so then this chain cannot be proceeded, and this long chain cannot be produced. So just because of this amino acid, this chain can form. Okay, and what basically this chain is, when a specific chain is formed, a complete chain is formed, so then it binds by a specific manner and it forms protein. Okay, so I was just telling that what is proteins? The basic building blocks of proteins are amino acid. If there are amino acids, so there will be protein. Okay, and if there are no amino acids, so we cannot synthesize protein. And we all know that how much protein are essential for our body. If you take an example of an enzyme, so just look enzyme, how really important an enzyme is. It speed up the chemical reaction, and in our body there are about 4,000 type of enzyme, and these all enzymes are the basic structure of enzyme is composed of protein. These are basically proteins in nature. So if there are and proteins are formed from amino acid, and if there are no amino acids, if our body or a bacterial cell cannot synthesize amino acid, so how will they produce protein? How will they form proteins? because the amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. So this is the importance. So questions come in mind that how these amino acids are formed. Okay, if here is a transfer RNA and this amino acids is not formed, so then this transfer RNA will not get its amino acid. So question arises that how this amino acid is formed in our body or in the bacterial cell. So this series is mainly about it. Okay, the biosynthesis of amino acids, the different chemical reactions that are involved in the synthesis of amino acid. So I will discuss this thing in the later videos. Okay, so this was just importance of amino acid. In the next slide, I will show you a very specific diagram, as I have told you in the earlier video, that how these amino acids are formed inside a bacterial cell. So let's show you the diagram. Okay. Okay, just look here. This is the diagram, and it is taking place inside. These are the biosynthetic pathway, and these are the chemical reactions that are taking place inside a bacterial cell. And just look here, the blue one is the amino acid that are formed from different precursor metabolites. Just look here, it is a glucose, and from glucose to this pyruvate, we all know that it is glycolysis. So just look here, this blue portion. If we take this phosphoglycerate, okay, so from phosphoglycerate, serine is formed, and we all know that serine is an important amino acid. And from serine, just look here, cysteine is formed. Cysteine is also an amino acid. From serine, glycine is formed, and from glycine, histidine and purines are formed. So these all are amino acids. From serine, tryptophan can form, and from phosphoenol pyruvate, this phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan are formed. I want to tell you that these are the precursor metabolites of these amino acids. For example, if someone asks you that what really are precursor metabolites, so your answer will be that precursor metabolites are those metabolites, those chemicals that are involved in the formation of different components, different chemical, different biological components. Just look here, this phosphoglycerate is the precursor metabolite of serine. If this phosphoglycerate is not produced, so serine cannot be produced. So this phosphoglycerate acts as a precursor metabolite for the serine. Okay, so I hope you now you are completely clear by the precursor metabolites. So each and every amino acid needs the precursor metabolites to synthesize it. Just look here, this pyruvate. Pyruvate can form alanine, lysine, isoleucine, valine, and leucine. Okay, this acetyl-CoA can also form valine and leucine. So these act as the precursor metabolites for these amino acids, and these are formed inside the bacterial cell, inside the cytoplasm of the bacterial cell. And in the later videos, I will discuss each and every chemical reaction, with molecular structure, that what happens to the pyruvate that they form alanine and lysine and isoleucine and valine. Just look here, this oxaloacetate. Oxaloacetate can form aspartate, and this aspartate can then form asparagine, threonine, isoleucine, methionine, lysine. So this oxaloacetate acts as a precursor metabolite for this aspartate and this asparagine and the other amino acid. Okay, and I'm repeating that I have taken a bacterial cell, okay, the cytoplasm of a bacterial cell, and these all are enzymatic pathways. If we form serine from this phosphoglycerate, so it will need an enzyme. If we form serine from cysteine, cysteine, so it will need a special enzyme. So these all pathways are enzymatic pathways. Okay, if you look here, if I scroll down this, just wait a minute. If I scroll down this diagram, just look here, these are the remaining amino acid. Okay, these are the remaining amino acid. This alpha ketoglutarate can give rise to glutamate, and after that glutamate can give rise to glutamine, proline, and arginine. Okay, so if you count this, so these all are 20 amino acid, and just because of these it can form, these amino acid can form by these chemical reaction and by these chemical pathways. Okay, and this is happening inside the bacterial cell. So I was just giving the overview, and in the later views I will discuss each and every amino acid that is formed from the precursor metabolites, the molecular structure, the chemical reaction. Okay, so I was just giving you a background of amino acid. If I want to show you that the introduction, and hope you have get the introduction of amino acid, the biosynthesis of amino acid. So if you have made a background in your mind, then you can then you can watch the other parts, and then you can easily understand it. Okay, if you have any question in this part, so you can directly ask in the comment box. I will answer you there. Okay, and stay focused. Thank you very much. God bless you.